Well, how do there, chums? I'm Captain Steve, and today, chums, for you guys out there in the viewerverse, I have a game review. Well, I say a game review, it's a demo of a game. Yes, and we're going to be reviewing it. We're going to be firing it up and having a quick go. So this is called Scarlet Nexus, and the demo is free on PlayStation Store for the PS5. I don't know whether it's available on PS4. It's not all that clear from what I'm reading. Right, execute Mondo, Exo! Right, so here we are. We've fired it up and we've loaded it up. The Scarlet Nexus, a demo edition. Yes, we'll like it in English, please. Holy fudging heck! That's a lot of frickin' text. And that's a big frickin' scroll bar. Oh my days. Do they actually think people read all of this? Okay, well, let's just sign my life away. There we go. Yes, accept. Yes, it's going to be like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, isn't it? I'm going to get to the end of this and get nothing. Yeah, clear as platinum and crystal or whatever it is. Right, here we go. Let's load it up. Oh, you get to choose whether you want to play as lady or man. I'll go for man. Heck yes, because I am a man. Yeah, we're going to go for that. And I'm making that decision solely on that experience. From what I have read, though, both playthroughs are different. And in the full game, they last about 20 hours each playthrough. So pretty darn sweet. And once you've actually completed it as the chap, and if you want to play it as the lady or vice versa, your actual skills and things carry or something carries, so it's not a massive grind right from the start. I chose to do the tutorial just to get to grips with the controls, and I've sped this footage up, obviously. But yes, fantastically, beautifully, nice looking game, to be fair. I'm liking how it actually controls. It feels a little bit like Final Fantasy, the remake, and also Devil May Cry. But it's also got a massive RPG element, a little bit like Final Fantasy, in the way that your skills progress in the skill tree, which we'll get to a little bit later. Don't worry, I will come out of super fast mode in a second. Here we go, so let's come out of here. The final death blow on this crocodilian type sort of yucca plant looking creature. Take this, you, kaboom! I do like the organic mixed with the actual metallic. It kind of works in a very sort of weird way. The actual creature designs in this are pretty darn nice. You see that when it fired the cannon, how you got that blur effect and stuff, and all the sort of matrixy like text. I'm really liking the actual aesthetic style of the game. But what I would say is the actual level design and level layout isn't all that great. It's very linear and very sort of focus driven in certain directions. But then when you get these cutscenes and you see the city from a sort of afar, the city itself looks very well realised. It's beautiful. It's like being in an anime. And I really like the character design. The character designs are pretty darn freaking sweet. I mean, look at these. How cool are they? Hello, I want to talk to you. Whoops, I nearly cut your freaking head off. Sorry. Yeah, I guess I'm more of a fighter than a talker. Yeah, take this, dustbin bag. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, they're holographic police lines. Nice. I was trying to cut them. Well, hello there, chappies. And there is quite a lot of story to be had. Here you go. I'll shut up for a second.
May I ask a question?
You don't have to be so formal. We call each other by our first names in the OSF so we can strengthen our bonds. Most of us don't look our age. Ranks are there just to calculate pay.
The OSF only values strength. Remember that.
That's the gist of it. So what was your question?
Right. Wataru isn't here yet.
Wataru is this platoon's operator. He'll direct us from headquarters.
My power allows me to communicate telepathically without the system's assistance, up to around 500 kilometers. That being said, it's a lot of work, so join the group. Open your personal port.
Okay, well, here are the different characters. Now, each of these characters have different sorts of SAS skills, SAS or something like that, where you can take advantage of some of their sort of psi abilities. It's like one of them's a pyrotechnic maniac, so she sets light to stuff if they've got oil on them. So yeah, that's the red one. I use that one quite a lot. Quite cool. This little chappie can teleport through sort of like barriers and stuff. So very cool, and you're going to need those SAS abilities to get to different areas of the map, or to actually progress, or to just to deal a shed load of damage. So awesome. I like the fact that there's extended skills through your party and you're slowly learning your party. Now, going back to that dialogue section earlier, the actual speech and the voice acting isn't the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So yeah, awesome. I'm loving all the little animes when you use the SAS skills, like there where you saw her come up on the screen. And I was using her ability for like telekinesis or something, or some clairvoyancy, so I could see the invisible enemy. So sometimes there's invisible enemies. You see it comes up with an L2 on it. It's like a final death blow here. So here we go. I'm going to interact with that one. Boom! Another little anime cutscene and chicka-pow. And I tell you what, those feel kind of rewarding. They really do, actually. Very nice. I'm liking the combat. Like I said earlier, it's got that Devil May Cry cross with Final Fantasy sort of feeling to it. And here we go. Here's another really odd-looking creature. Organic mixed with the metallic, and it just works. They're so creepy, the bad guys in this. They're kind of beautiful and hideous at the same time. Really nice creature and character design in this. And also, I mean, look at the actual city here with all the scaffolding and the bits from the ceiling. I mean, it's kind of a bit obvious what you've got to do. You've got to make those fall down and land on his head, and then once he's broken a bit, you can then kick the crap out of him when he's on the floor. Here we go. I'm going to pull that down on him. I mean, it's obvious type stuff. This is just like Monster Hunter World in a roundabout way. And then once it's knocked down, I'm going to get the red skill, which is the fire skill. Hopefully he's going to have oil on him at that time, and I'm going to be able to set him on fire with my sword, basically. So what this game does, and does kind of well, there you go, he's covered in oil now. So yeah, once I actually pulverise him. So yeah, what this game does isn't anything new, but all the different things that they've brought together and different aspects from games that sort of work here in the medley that is put together. It also reminds me a bit of Automaton or whatever it was. So yeah, I kind of like this, and I think that there's going to be a lot of people that do enjoy this, especially anime lovers. And if you're into anime, it's like the anime of Gantz. If you haven't seen Gantz on Netflix, it's freaking mental. Yeah, this reminds me a little bit of that. So you're going out, you're kind of like a hired sort of gun to sort of take these creatures down, and it's actually really quite good fun. I mean, I played this all the way through, and I wouldn't say that I was actually bored. But at the same time, the gameplay, because it's stuff that you've seen in so many different titles, but it's all been merged into this sort of title, it doesn't feel original. And does it want to draw me back to play again? Probably not. I do want to learn more of the characters because the character design is so nice, and I do like all of the cutscenes. And it is quite a fun game, like I said, but it just doesn't grip me. It's not going to hit the high 90s if I'm going to score this out of 100. If I was going to score this out of 100, it's going to be somewhere around about 85 perhaps. But we'll see what Exo scores it. Here we go, another little cutscene, so I'll shut up again, and then we'll reconvene with Exo and Captain Steve back in the actual man cave.
Stay back or you'll get hurt.
Victory! The Scarlet Guardians have won! So the hero of this fight is, of course, Private Yuito Sumeragi, who took down a major other on his first assignment. Congratulations, Private Sumeragi. Let's hear from him.
Thanks.
How do you feel?
I'm glad we were able to defeat the other.
So being that this is just a demo, I did thoroughly enjoy my time with the Scarlet Nexus. Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing. Pretty mind-blowing stuff. So yeah, would I buy the full thing though? Probably not, unless that it was in a sale or something. But here we go, let's see what Exo has got to say for this game. Here we go, take it away, Exo.
Graphics-wise, the graphics for this are fantastic. I'm scoring them an 8.4 out of 10. The actual character models and also the enemy design being the standout features. Also all the lighting effects and special effects on special attacks. Music and sound effects are also great. They have a very retro-esque feel and fit the actual vibe for the graphics perfectly. Gameplay, however, feels a little stale and feels a little bit intermixed from other titles of the same sort of caliber, however falls short slightly. Total, I'm scoring this an 8.1 out of 10, but this is just the demo.
Well, there you go, chumps. And that's the final scores on the doors. Not bad. Hope you liked the video. Until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.